Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for watching. And today in this video, we're going to do a little bit of an update to my Focus project here. Show you what I've got myself into, and we'll do a little bit of this and that today while I'm still waiting for some parts from my my very helpful brother-in-law over at Bill's. Crazy Bill's Garage. He just changed it. He recently changed his name. I think I might have suggested that. But anyways, Crazy Bill's Garage. So go check him out. He does a lot of repair videos. But this is something, well, if you watched the first video, there's a continuation. So let's check out what's going on. All right, so what has transpired here? So we got the thermostat housing was mounted here, so this got that all nice and cleaned off now. Get a little bit of light on there, so that's nice and clean. I think yeah, so I've taken off a whole bunch of stuff trying to get at the idle control valve way back in there, and I don't think, matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to do it from the top side. I watched a couple of videos and they actually go up from it underneath. It's a really bad spot, so I might end up leaving that for now. But still, taking all this stuff was really helpful because we have this hose here. It's actually disconnected, and I think the hose that goes from here to the back is still good. So might leave that on. But anyways, update for this. This is the we got here. This is the EGR tubing that runs from the exhaust to the EGR valve that sits here, and then the hose is connecting up to the controller and stuff. Well, when I disconnected this to try to move it out of the way, I discovered that this was not even attached to where it was, which would kind of explain why I was having a engine light come on all the time. Duh, that's not connected. So today, we're going to remove these two bolts. That's the only thing that's holding it on as far as I know. Pretty sure, but the problem with bolts that that are this close to a exhaust manifold is they corrode and they seize. And if I tried to force them off, they'll just break, and then I end up with no heat shield. And I think I'm going to need to keep this heat shield here because it's really close to a lot of plastic stuff here and hoses that I really don't want direct heat on from this manifold. So I got my little portable oxyacetylene tanks, and we're gonna heat these up and try to gently remove those off. I've got an ignition coil coming because I broke the mounts. I got spark plugs coming. I've soaked the carburetor with some intake cleaner. We have an interesting, once I had everything apart here, this is the PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation valve, right down in there. Right there. Yeah, which would be impossible to get to with all that other stuff on. I didn't even know it was there. And so I got my brother-in-law ordered me one of those up because Napa didn't even have a listing for it. Figure that out. Whatever. Oh, I tried to get this top hose. This hose here, nobody has it. So I'm just going to have to run with the original. Now, let's go to the bench. All right, here we are on my very cluttered workbench, and all the tubing. So this tube, or this hose back here, this is the one that goes all the way to the back. I do believe it's to the heater core, if I'm not incorrect. But all the rest of these, I have the old one and the new one. They all match up. So I got 3 hoses here that I'll be putting on, new hoses. Here is the new thermostat housing, as I showed you before. Now, if we take a look at, where did I put the old one? Oh, here it is. Upon closer inspection of the old one, don't know if we can get, see that? It's cracked. A itty bitty little, when it was all dirty, you couldn't see that, but pretty sure that's where the big issue was from. Very hard to see when it's on the vehicle, because it would be mounted, well, it would be mounted like this, but being all dirty and such, yeah, so I didn't see it pouring out of there, but again with all that stuff on it and around it, so it may not be the only place that it was leaking. But anyways, so we'll put the new one on today. We're going to, I've soaked these with WD-40. We'll see if we can get these off, and then we're going to see if we can repair. So this is interesting material. It's not, where's the other piece? It is. Now it looks like plastic, but it's actually kind of like it's more like fiberglass. It's got fibers in it, so it's kind of plastic and fibers, and it's interesting stuff. Obviously very kind of brittle. It's not flexible like you would normally think plastic would be. Like this is plastic. This is more like a fiber. But anyways, I'm gonna see what I can do. We're gonna clean up these edges. It goes on like that. I did try to repair it before with some super glue, and it's kind of a plastic repair system, but it didn't, obviously wasn't very strong. So that's at least we're going to attempt to start that. And then we also have this issue here with the broken bolt. I'm going to see if I can get that out of there. I can't heat this up because it'll melt the plastic. But anyways, so first thing first is getting that heat shield off. All right, so we got the gas turned on. We got a cheap ratchet with an 8mm socket on there. Something I don't mind if it gets kind of wrecked. Let's see if we can light this up. Oh, don't want to burn anything. Oh, very small tip on this. And keep the flame small. We don't want to heat anything else up unnecessarily. Just want to heat that bolt up. Hopefully. You can see the shield's heating up. You don't want to heat up the heat shield too much and melt that. All right, it looks like it could be hot. Oh, nope. We may end up breaking it. I don't want to break it. The thing is, it's heating the head up, but what you want is the oh yeah, that's hot. Oh, I hear noises. Don't want to melt the valve cover. Looks like this might get kind of messy. It may not let go. Usually what you want to do is heat up the bolt where it's screwed into, but we don't have access to that. So we might need to give it a little tap. Give it a little tap to give it a little shock. And oh, there we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Now it's going to be extremely hot, obviously. So let's turn this off. And let's grab a pair of pliers. Because the last thing you want to do is grab that thing with your fingers, and you're going to have a really nice imprint of a red hot screw on the tips of your fingers. And there we go. Number one is out. All right, time for number two. So I got this a number of years ago, this torch kit for, actually I was hammering out a frame, bent frame on the front of a Ford that hit a building, by the way. But anyways, when I was in school, years ago, when I was in school, when dirt was still being invented, we would use acetylene torches and use brazing rods to braze on body panels onto vehicles. And it was quite a messy job, let me tell you. The heat warpage from using acetylene torch to braze body panels onto cars. Of course, at that time in school, we're probably working on cars from the 70s and the 60s. So the metal was quite a lot thicker. I don't even call the stuff they put on cars now metal. It's more like tin foil. All right. Let's see if we can give that a whack. Whack that. And see if we got... Oh, no, not yet. A little bit more heat. And then we'll see. So at some point, not me, someone disconnected that line off of this. Or did I whack it too much? Oh, there we go. And come on. Oh no, still not. Didn't reattach that EGR pipe, so anyways, I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll show you what happens once I get it off. Well, thought she was coming out good, but unfortunately we have a failure. I guess it just, she just, yeah. So it broke. Yeah, well, we still have one. Might be a little rattly, but let's see if we can take this heat shield off now without burning my hands. It's a little bit toasty still. Well, that's kind of in there. Ooh. Yeah, still pretty hot. All right, she came off, and looks like there was a couple of bolts here, but they were long gone, corroded out, so they weren't even attached anymore. There's the bolt. So it looks like there's no reason why this this piece here wasn't attached. I guess someone just forgot to attach it. Well, we'll give it our best shot when we put it all together. Hopefully it gets it all working again. So, well, hopefully we get everything all working again. But anyways, it's obviously an ongoing project. The threads look pretty good. Probably clean that up a little bit. But right, anyways, so yeah, heat shield removed, and at least frees up a little bit more room. I really should put it back on later. We'll give that a shot. But anyways, now over to the bench. All right, first thing we're gonna do, sorry about the angle, I can't really get a better angle here, but we're gonna get these bolts out. I had them soaking. This one here is the problem one I had before. Notice they're supposed to be inserted into there. Well, they're 8 mil. These ones should come out. I'm pretty sure I put anti-seize in them before, so these will come out pretty easy. I'm sure they worked just fine from brand new, but this thing's 20 years old. And there we go. So that they don't come all the way out because it's supposed to be for ease of access to the air cleaner, which should be checked and changed on a regular basis. However, when the bolts seize in there, things tend not to get changed or checked. I could probably do this a little faster with a drill of some kind, but actually I think what I've done in the past, I got these three out and then kind of just pried it open. Yeah, this one's already loose. Loosey-goosey. I had a cordless do thingy here. Just hold on. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it's nice just to have something that might make your life just a tad bit easier. And this is the problem one here. All right. Yeah. We need some grippy thingies. That would be nice. Where's my grippy thingies? Oh, sorry about that. Vice grippy thingies. These might work. Imagine trying to do this while it's on the vehicle. Yeah, and I had anti-seize on it too. Yeah, it's not liking it. It's pretty tight. I might even, I hate to leave it off. Anyways, maybe I'll see if I can find a solution for that. But meantime, we've got it off. So, put that aside. And now we can remove the top. Take a look at our filter finally. Yeah, probably could use a new filter too. Oh boy. And now we have access to the inside and the outside. Let's, I think we probably should be able to get this off. I think this is a, this looks like a baffle of some sort. There we go. Just some kind of a, yeah, a hollow thing. If you, there's, I don't know, backfires or something. Like, like my attempt at fixing this possibly could backfire. Maybe. All right, let me get a little grinder and let's start cleaning that up. All right, so I got a little die grinder here with an adapter with a little 3M cleaning disc. Now you don't want to go with something too aggressive like a grinding disc, because you're going to take off too much material. So I have a few of these around. They're kind of like a Scotch pad or a cleaning pad with some like embedded grit in the fabric. So it still takes off product, but it's a lot gentler, as it were. So I can see here it's still kind of plastic. It's plastic, fiber embedded plastic or something like that, because it's melting when I'm grinding it. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting to see if I can get something to stick to this. Oh yeah, it's loud, by the way. I'm going to see if I can also reinforce the inside here, because we got some room here and it's not going to interfere with anything. So let's clean up this little guy. Let's see if we can, that kind of fits in there better. Sort of, almost. Don't want to take off too much, because then, well, then you take off too much. It's not. No, that's a little bit. Well, get in there. Almost. Gotta play with this a little bit more. All right, so did a little bit more adjusting, and I think we got it fitting in there fairly nicely. At least it fits in there pretty close, except I don't have any repair product here in the garage to complete this project. I would like, yeah, I think I'm gonna try. I know that there's all sorts of kinds of products in the body shop repair industry for plastics and rigid and so forth and so on, but they come in big tubes, like $50-$60 tubes, and I'm not. But I think JB Weld has a two-part repair that I'm going to see if I can get that might work. And I'm also going to put some reinforcement, a screen kind of to reinforce it from inside and out. But anyways, moving on from this is going to be future. Again, I got to go see if I can get something to fix that. This bolt is very stubborn. It's been in there, seized in there for a long time, I think, and so I'm just going to keep soaking it. And as you can see here, there's no way to put any heat on it because it's just going to melt everything plastic. So just got to keep hitting it with WD-40, and hopefully it'll be loose enough I can get some vice grips on there or something and work its way out, in or out, that up or down, one or the other. But anyways, and then I'm gonna go and try and find a bolt that'll fit in there. But anyways, that's gonna probably a little, maybe it's a little bit of a longer video or a shorter video. I don't know until I take a look at the videos and edit it together. But anyways, that's going to be it for this one. As you can see, it is a long-term, it's not a one-day project when you're dealing with old cars like this, that every time you touch something breaks, or you find something new, like, oh, hey, it does need a air filter. Well. But anyways, I appreciate everyone who watching these videos. I know it's not a farming simulator video. Oh, spider. But this is just stuff I do when I'm not playing video games. So I appreciate everybody who watches. Leave a comment, questions, whatever you like, and take care. But as always, when I say on these kind of videos, do what you love and love what you do. Until the next one, bye for now.